Hello, so at Risk Bazaar, we are building on the Bitcoin blockchain, but we are following Ethereum with great interest. And the reason why we are is that you can do a lot more things on Ethereum, and it's also a lot easier to build complex contracts on Ethereum. So the obvious question is, if you can do everything on Ethereum that you can with Bitcoin, plus you can do more stuff, why the hell are we not building on Ethereum? Well, there's a number of question marks on Ethereum, partly due to some of the design decisions the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, made in comparison to the design decisions that Satoshi made. Now, one particular design choice was the difference between Satoshi's UTXOs, which are unspent transaction outputs, and Vitalik's accounts on Ethereum. So I'll briefly describe the difference between the two. On Bitcoin, if you want to spend 1 Bitcoin from block 1, you unlock the Bitcoin from that block and release it such that you can spend it. But you have to go back to block 1 to spend that Bitcoin. You have to unlock the unspent transaction output from a block in history. With Ethereum, it keeps an account such that it calculates the cumulative balance. And so if you want to spend your balance from block 4, you don't need to do any unlocking of unspent transaction outputs in old blocks. You can just access your balance directly from the most current block. So again, the question is, well, this seems so much easier. We're so much more used to bank accounts, like there's no need to go back in time and unlock boxes from past transactions. Why isn't this superior? Well, as with everything in cryptocurrency and blockchain, it comes down to security. Which of these two is more secure? And I would suggest that the Bitcoin unspent transaction outputs is more secure, and that's why Satoshi chose it. And the reason is if the blockchain breaks down at block 4, or there are syncing problems at block 4, it doesn't matter for prior unspent transaction outputs in old blocks, whilst it can prove a problem if your current account balances in the block are disrupted by a blockchain failure or a consensus failure. That's why I think Satoshi made the choice of UTXOs. But as with many things with Ethereum, we shall see if the superiority of the more secure option in Bitcoin is the right choice in comparison to the more efficient and simple design choice of Ethereum.